Welcome, my name is Matt, or DaBeast34, and today I'll be showing you how to make a logo that is modern with Affinity Photo, which is a paid program, so you have to have Affinity Photo to make this. You could try making it with another software, but I'll be showing how to make it with Affinity Photo. So first off, you want to download the following font. The link for this font will be in the description down below. Once you're on the website, you hit download for free, X out of this, and then as you can see, I'm scanning this with my antivirus, so it does not have any viruses. It's a zip file, so you have to show this in your folder, and once you find it in your folder, you have to extract it. So right click, extract all, and then after you extract it, you find the file, double click it, and the following window will pop up. That window will tell you in the top left to install it on your computer, and then you just hit install, click yes to allow it to install on your computer, and then it'll be installed. You can look up how to install a font if you're having difficulty with this, but it's fairly simple. Once you have this font downloaded, you can open up Affinity Photo. Any version will work. I'm going to be using 1.7.1404, which is the newest version at the time of making this video. Make sure you open up Affinity Photo after you download the font, so the font is saved on there. If the font doesn't appear, you can always try restarting, but it should appear on the first boot once you download it. So now you want to create a new document, 1000 by 1000, the following settings. So okay. So now let's just start off by grabbing the flood fill tool, or I call it paint bucket with G, but as you saw, it selected gradient because that's also G, so you can hit G again, or you can just click this button, flood fill tool. Now select your color on the right. Yours will likely be in RGB, so click the drop down, change it to grayscale. I'm going to go with a light gray, like so. You can darken it as you like. Yeah, let's go with that. So 75 on the grayscale. V to back to the move tool. Click out of that. So now create a new layer, add pixel layer. So now you want to hit T, or just click over here to the artistic text tool, and then you can click here. So I'm going to bump this up to about 500, and now you can find the font to make sure it was downloaded. The font should be under K. You can search K-O-N, and it should be there. There it is. Click that font. Now you have it selected. Type in your letter, or two letters if you have two letters for your name. I'm going to put the letter for my logo over here. You can make adjustments a little bit later. So now we can change this to a darker gray than the background. There we go. I centered it a little bit more, and we'll make this look a little bit better later. Now you can change this down to about, I'll go with like 72. Type in your name. It also has numbers in this font, so that is a good thing that some fonts do not have. Now you can change the grayscale a little bit more if you want, up to you. If your name is not in the dictionary, you can triple click or just highlight everything, right click and hit ignore spelling. So now select the move tool, click out of there, and there you go. So now we can add a gradient to this. So hit gradient tool, switch this to linear, and it automatically applies a gradient. You can adjust that as needed. Same thing for this. Select the gradient tool, switch this to linear, and it makes it look a lot better. So now we can add an FX. So go over to the right to layer effects, FX, add in, you can drag this over by clicking the top bar, drag it to the right. Let's add in outer shadow, so click this, hit the check mark, and then you can adjust the radius as you feel it's needed. So let's add a slight offset, radius, change the intensity if you want. Whatever you feel looks good. I'm going to actually change the DaBeast34 to no offset. Yep, there we go, so that looks pretty good. Let's go back here to change it a little bit. I'm going to up the intensity like that. There we go, looks good. And I'm actually going to make both of these slightly darker on the grayscale, so you can just click your mouse up here and drag it down, and that'll change it. Like so. So now we can add some more effects to make this look a little bit better. Go over to the side, hit the triangle tool. If it's not there, you can right click to make a triangle, click, and then hold shift, and we can make this about 230 to you. So the pattern we're going to be making is the pattern on the left here. So simply drag a triangle to the right here, or to the left. Place it in the middle. Let's turn this off So place that in the middle like so. And now we're going to be making this triangle. So to make that, simply Control C, Control V, copy it, turn this 90 degrees. Doesn't have to be exact. Now you can put it somewhat in the middle, like that, up to you. As long as the center line is even with the bottom of the frame. So now we want to make the middle triangle here. So in order to make that, you want to copy, Control C, Control V, and now you want to turn this about 130 degrees. Let's actually change that. Change it depending on the size of the triangle you have. Just as long as both sides are connected. So once you have that, now you can change the color of each triangle. Select the first one, change that to the lightest shade, lighter but darker than the background. Select the next one, you can change that darker than the first one. Select the third one, change it darker than the previous one. So to make this easier, let's just select our 3 triangles, hold Shift to select all of them, Control G, make that a group. I'm actually going to reorder these triangles. So in order to do that, this one here, the one in the middle, I'm going to drag that down to the center. The one on the bottom here, the first one, I'm going to drag to the top, and this one I'm actually going to drag down one more. So the third triangle is on the bottom layer, second triangle on the middle layer, first triangle on the top layer. So Control 0 to zoom back to the normal zoom. So you should have something like this. Doesn't have to look exactly like it, and then you can adjust it as needed. Control Z to undo it in case you mess up. Change it slightly if you need. So that looks good. So now you want to select the whole entire group. As you can see, hit Control C, Control V. That'll paste it like so. It'll look a little weird, but that's fine. So now you hit Arrange, Flip Horizontal, Arrange, Flip Vertical. And now we can put it in this corner. This is pretty easy to line up. Just find the middle of each triangle to line it up in the corner. As you can see here, you even get some green lines sometimes. Or that's just for my letter, but there we go. So just try to match it up with the bottom left corner. Don't try to have anything jutting out or whatever. This is what our final modern logo looks like. You can add anything you want. If you wanted to, you could add some circles or more shapes like so, like I just did there. So all I did to add these circles was just right click, select the ellipse tool, hold Shift and drag, and then my grayscale is 75 here. And then you can just place it wherever you want. Make sure to move this all the way down to the bottom, like so. And if you want to move these circles, make them a group, Control G, and I'm then actually going to change the opacity down. This is all optional. Anything you want there. So it's very subtle circles, as you can see. You can barely see them, but it adds it a little bit more modern. So now to finish this up, hit File, Export JPEG 1000 by 1000, which is what you should have made it. Export, select the folder, name it, and then click Save. And then you can also save it, File, Save As, save it wherever you want, and hit Save. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this very quick modern logo with Affinity Photo. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.